Bestie, we're creating a custom spread for our fellow bestie, Marina, for her birthday. So you already know, stay tuned. Hey Bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in for a very special planner sesh and plan with me, y'all, because we are going to be creating a custom birthday spread for our bestie Marina. So let me just start off by saying happy birthday, Marina. I hope you have the most amazing birthday. You are a March 17th baby. So besties, y'all show Marina some love in the comments and let's get into this spread, y'all. We're going to be using a Happy Planner vertical layout. I did choose an undated one because I want to do some fun numbers. And y'all, I'm in the Hooray Seasons, a sticker book, y'all. This is an oldie but goodie. And I realized I had not used this sticker set yet. And it was perfect because I wanted something bright and fun and birthday-like, but also still spring. And that Born to Shine sticker just said, yep, this is the one. It just spoke to me. I also pulled out this Happy Hostess sticker book because it had these fun balloons in it, and I thought that it paired really well with this kit inside of Hooray Seasons, so I thought I would use some of those. And then I was thinking, like, if I wanted to add in some of these little shapes too. Y'all see how these books match up? Like, Happy Planner does their big one every time. They never fail with the colors, okay? They always give us matching books that we can do a lot of mixing with, and I love to mix. I also thought if I needed to add in some additional florals, maybe or maybe not, but if I want like a little bit of a different flair, I could add those in as well because they definitely match. And then of course, y'all, it's a birthday spread, so I had to pull out the Celebrate Seasons sticker book, and there's a lot of like different little elements and boxes and things in here that I thought I could also utilize as well to make this spread, you know, really pop for Marina. Okay, y'all, so I'm just flipping through trying to see like if anything really just pops out and catch my eye in that book, but I was like, okay, I know we're good. We're going to use this whole set out of the Hooray Seasons. I just think it's going to be beautiful. And of course, my jump off sticker is the Born to Shine with the little sun, y'all. And then of course, I thought spring vibes. Y'all know I like a lot of balance, so I like to pull two of similar stickers to help balance out the spread. I just think that's a key to like a great spread. And then y'all, that confetti pop looking sticker, it was like, yeah, it's gotta go. Okay, it's definitely giving birthday vibes too. And then I thought a long box and then those floral cutouts on these stickers would be really cute. And then of course, I love that this book had plenty like other functional boxes too, because one thing about creating like a custom spread for my besties, one thing I want y'all to know is I want y'all to be able to use your spread. Okay, so my thought process is definitely we're going to decorate it, okay? But we're also going to try to give you some function on each day so you have a space to write in all of the plans and all the things and even make a to-do list and things like that just to help you get things done for the day. But this is a fun spread, bestie, so I was like, okay, we got to pull some birthday balloons. So I was trying to go back and forth and make sure I pulled balloons that were in the specific colors that would coordinate with this spring set in the sticker book. And so I'm just pulling like some of the ones that I think will work. And typically, y'all, I like to stick with 3 colors, 2 to 3 colors. A lot of times though, if it's a complete set like this, I will kind of like bend that rule a little bit. So I'm just throwing that out there in case you're wondering like how to match up colors and things like that. That's a big tip. Try to stick within that 2 to 3 color range unless you're doing a monotone spread, because monotone spreads, they eat down. Okay, every time a monotone spread does it for me. However, whenever it's a sticker kit like this and it comes with a lot of different colors, definitely feel free to kind of like bend that rule a little bit, because this is a birthday spread. I thought the more color, the better. Okay, so we're just gonna go for what we know. And then y'all, I decided to pull out my dates and numbers sticker book from Happy Planner as well to pull in some of these fun, colorful dates. I think that'll just bring some of the color to the top. I feel like this is one way to really kind of like elevate a vertical spread, because you do have like that space at the top with the dates that you can kind of do a little bit more with, you know, and decorate with. So this is an easy, simple way using like different kinds of numbers instead of like the pre-printed ones. And so I love that. So I thought I would pull those, and they do coincide with this color palette. And then, y'all, I completely missed this whole page and I was like, oh my goodness, it has florals on it. I feel like I have to use it. I have to use some of these florals here. And then I really like the Hello Spring because this week is also the beginning of spring. And she specifically asked for a spring birthday spread. And just so y'all know, Marina's birthday is March 17th. Okay. She will be celebrating her birthday on the 17th, and she didn't really give me any plans that she had going on for the week or how she planned to celebrate. So I was just trying to make sure I gave her a bright, cheerful, fun, colorful spread. Color makes me happy, and I figure she's my bestie, so color probably makes her happy too. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to give her some pop on this spread. Okay, so y'all, I chose Best Day too because I was like, I love that quote. Like the color and the lettering of it. And then, of course, I chose those other florals too that were already in this design. And then, y'all, one thing I did like about this kit was it came with some copper stickers too. And so I was like, I don't really use a lot of copper foiling in my planners. I feel like I don't have a lot of stickers with it. I don't know. I mostly have gold foil. Gold foil, it's like in a lot of sticker books. But the copper ones, I was like, oh, that's going to be a pretty asset to this planner spread with all this color and stuff. And then, y'all, so I decided to put the Born to Shine sticker over in the sidebar because I want her to be able to look at that every single day like, you were born to shine, girl. Marina, you are definitely a shining star, okay? So don't dim your light, girl. Shine, okay? And Tuesday is your birthday, so I wanted to put this little confetti pop background sticker here. One thing I love doing with some of these background stickers is doing like a layering effect, and so I decided to do that here and give her this full box to kind of like highlight that it's her birthday. So I'm gonna add her in some alphas or something towards the end of this plan with me so we can make sure we notate that her birthday is definitely a day to celebrate. So I'm trying to straighten the sticker out because here's the thing, y'all, when it comes to planning, okay, and I say this all the time in my plan with me's, like, I really truly love like a neat planner spread. It just helps me write neater. It helps me think neater. It helps me feel neater. It makes me feel like I got life together, okay? So I definitely want Marina to have a very neat spread. So I was trying to line those stickers up, accordingly. And then, y'all, being that I like balance, I decided to go ahead and pull the other pattern sticker. That's a great example of, even though one is like the confetti pop, I pulled the stripes because they would give like a different effect, but still some more color with a very simplistic background that I can also layer another functional box on top of. And so love that. And then I decided to put this bigger box on Monday, and we're gonna put another one. Let's put it on Thursday. This is a remember box. I figured this would serve her pretty well so she can definitely put in some function and make a list, put in some to-dos or like a main event or something that she definitely don't want to forget. And then I thought this spring vibes would be perfect for Friday because Friday technically is the beginning of spring, y'all. Depending on where you live, it might already feel like spring to you. But for the official calendar date, it's Friday, the 20th. Okay, March the 20th, y'all. So I want Bessie, we should be celebrating every day and finding joy in each day. And so as we go into this new season and this new, just springtime renewal, the time has already changed and spring forward for us. I want you to just fill your life with refreshing things, lovely things to celebrate. And Marina, girl, I pray that your week and your whole birthday month is just filled with joy and love, okay? So, Bestie, I thought that this long sticker would really be pretty on Sunday. One, because it is in that blue color. And then I thought it would bounce off the Born to Shine on the other side of the spread. But then, too, Sunday, depending on what she has going on, she might be doing some celebrating on Saturday and, like, have a whole weekend thing going on. So, Sunday might need to be a reset day for her. So, I thought that could be a useful sticker just in case. Or she can create like a gratitude list, maybe a birthday gratitude list that she wanted to, that she might want to include on the spread as well. And so I thought some type of long sticker would work really good right there. Now, y'all, I'm going to go in and play with these balloons because at first I pulled these and they actually say celebrate every day, I think, on it, celebrate each day. And they are in the beautiful colors, but I feel like the words were gonna get like hidden. So I decided not to use it, and I decided to just use some of these little single balloons and make my own little cluster of them. Okay. And I think that's so cute for her birthday. Like, girl, yes, we want balloons, we want candles, we want all the things. Okay. All the things. And here I'm just making another little cluster because I'm trying to decide where I want to place it. And I actually think maybe on like that Saturday, Sunday portion, just in case she decides to do like a weekend celebration type thing. You know, I know a lot of us, depending on her schedule and stuff like that, she might celebrate across the weekend too, or just have a continuation, you know. So I felt like the other side of the spread could utilize some balloons as well. Okay, so now that we got that, bestie, I was thinking let's go back into some colorful boxes and let's get us some like smaller boxes to work with, maybe because or find like some that are like of another color palette or of the same color palette, or maybe even that copper too, because that copper will work really well. And I don't think that sticker book has it. I have another sticker book. It's the original Colorful Boxes Mega that has the copper stickers in it. And I think utilizing some of those in the spread would help some of that copper to come on out. And so I only had a few though, y'all. I realized I did not have some that were like your quarter size boxes outside of these. But then I was like, I didn't really like that thick portion over it. So I don't know. I'm just going back and forth. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not missing any stickers. And I'm thinking like, do I have any in any other sticker book somewhere else? And I probably do, y'all. I didn't even check. I have a whole sticker section where I have like my black and white stickers, my brown stickers. Like they're the sticker books that are a little bit more neutral that I can pull boxes from too, but I couldn't remember which one had the copper ones. It may have been like Apricot Dreams or something, if I remember right. That one, it was like an orangey color palette. It might have had copper stickers in it. I probably should have checked it. But I was going through all of my colorful boxes sticker books, and y'all, speaking of the colorful boxes, like, yes, I am that one. I pretty much bought all of them. I don't have every colorful boxes book Happy Planner has ever come out with. However, I do have quite a few. Okay, and that purple one that I just pulled out, I wish that I would have gotten like 10 of them because I love it so much. Okay, but I only got one. I don't know what I was thinking. I do not know what I was thinking, and they never restocked it either. Okay. I put myself on the notify me list for that one, and they never restocked it, but I loved it. Okay, y'all, so I did decide to pull some of these quarter boxes that are in the colors of the spread. Like I said, y'all, Happy Planner never disappoints. So I knew I was going to find something that was like, matchy with this spread or whatever. So, and then y'all, I kept playing around with this best day sticker because I really wanted it to go on her birthday. And I was trying to see how I could make it work without compromising too much white space. And honestly, it probably would have went up there on that Tuesday, Wednesday section. But I felt like because it was kind of splitting the day, it wasn't giving the full message. I needed her to know that your birthday is the best day, like, because you were born in it, like, on this day. So I love that. Then y'all, I did also find these birthday celebrate stickers. This was in the Hooray seasons too, and so it was almost like this spring set in this sticker book was made for a birthday week, okay? Because they already had the celebrate and birthday stickers like right there for you to grab in the same color palette, okay? In this whole little set here. So I was like, this is perfect. This was made for my bestie Marina. So I'm excited to create this spread. And I'm so grateful, Marina. Thank you so much for blessing me with the opportunity to share my creativity with you and share my love for planning with you and create you something very special and unique that only you will have, okay? Only you will have. So I love that. Okay, y'all, so I did decide to go in and add in these little florals here. And I just thought they would be cute to just kind of add in a little bit more of that bolder pop, that we got going on, kind of to offset our balloons. And then I was like, yeah, this one got to go up here on Sunday because it's just beautiful. Okay, it's just beautiful. And because I already had that like long checklist going on, depending on what she wants to do with it, it's enough room to do multiple things with it. So I would love to see, Marina, if you would like to share with me, send me a DM or something or email and let me see how you decided to use the spread if you wanted to. So I would love to see how it worked out for you. Okay, y'all. So then I did want to use that purple one because I was like, yeah, that's my jam. But I felt like I couldn't really find a good spot for it that would like work. So I just left it on the wax paper for now. And I am going in and adding in my dates because at this point I was like, yeah, it's going to definitely bring that color to the top, which we love. Okay, we absolutely love. Okay, y'all. And now I'm looking at the spread like, what else can I add in? I did pull some of these little skinny boxes too that I thought would be cute on the spread. And I was still trying to figure out where I could put this purple little flower as well. But we're going to add these little skinny boxes. And I think adding in a couple of these, sometimes I like to do this too. Like I'll add in a couple of these stacks and they kind of serve as a full box for me if I need it to be, or it could be two separate things. And that way Friday definitely has a box. So at this point I have a box on every day, but I still want to add in a little bit more function because, you know, we got to do it. We got to add in some more function. And two, to balance out those two little skinnies, I'm going to put two pink ones in the sidebar. Okay, because not really sure how she wants to use her sidebar, but I did want to put some function over here, just so she can have, you know, a couple of things like if she needs to like be reminded of throughout the week or whatever, she has an option for that. And I was still looking at that best day sticker and then also this purple flower as well, trying to see what I can do, like where I can place it on the spread, y'all. And then y'all, I really didn't even think about these circle stickers. Those would have been cute too to add in as far as color. But by this time I was like, well, I feel like I got color. Let's go in and add some more copper if I can find them. So let me see what I can make work in the ones that I have here. And I thought like I could pull some of these circles here. Maybe that would look cute. So let's test it out. You know, I feel like you don't know until you know. And I don't know what it was, but I just did not like that little thick part. And so I was like, but I'm gonna pull it, and maybe if I cut it and layer it against a box, it might look really good. And then I thought about these as well. What if I cut these down, cut that little tab portion off, and try my best to curve it, y'all, because this sticker is curved. Okay. And I was like, I'm gonna have to clean it up, but I feel like that's gonna work for me. Okay. It's not the straightest cut, but I was like, I'm gonna figure it out, Marina. Okay. And then I was like, well, we do have these boxes. Will these be too big? They're smaller than the ones I've used, or the full size boxes, but they're, you know, still a good amount of size to where, you know, if she wants to put like more than one thing inside, she can, or just one thing, you know. But the only thing about doing stickers like this, y'all know I'm a sticker surgeon, okay? But you do want to try to get your cut lines as straight as possible, especially if you don't plan any type of layering over the portion that you cut, you know? So here I am. I'm just like, okay, I got two options here. Let's try these circles out because I do feel like the circle would kind of add in an additional layer, you know, like, or another shape to the spread that can catch your eye. So once I did that, I was like, I don't know. That looks like I'm trying too hard with that circle. Do y'all ever feel like that? Like when you're planning, it's like, you know, when you be trying to make something work, you know, and I feel like that's what that circle is screaming, like, girl, you tried it, but it ain't really giving. Maybe if it was in the color palette of the spread, like the other colors, it might have done what it needed to do. But in that copper, baby, it was, I left it down there for a second to see if I was just in my feelings about it, but I didn't like it. I don't know. Y'all comment below and let me know. Should I have left the circle? But I'm telling y'all now, I'm pulling it up. Okay, pulling it up. But I am going to go in and stack some of these copper little boxes that I made, that I cut off. And I just feel like that gave me the element that I needed, you know, a little bit more of that copper feel. So yeah, let's pull that circle up because it wasn't going to work. And let's cut us down another one of these little copper skinnies. Okay, and try to get it as straight as possible and curve the edges. I don't know why they made those boxes curved. That was interesting to me when I decided to cut this sticker, because I was like, oh, they curve. So I tried to curve it a little bit. And I'm going to stack this one as well. And I think Wednesday would serve really good to put the box there because, like I said, I got two full boxes on Monday and Tuesday. And actually, y'all, Tuesday needs another box because we're going to use that big box there for her birthday. Okay, that is the main event. That is the highlight. That is the, you know, that's what we're here for. Okay, that is what we're here for. Marina's birthday. That's the main thing that's going on Tuesday. So it needed its own big box. Okay, just saying. So then, y'all, I decided to add in her some lines, and something that I love about this aspect of putting lines in the vertical spread for me, it brings, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a horizontal lover, and I feel like utilizing these lines help bring some of that aspect to it. It kind of gives you like a little list format, and so that's what this checklist stencil is for anyway. And it's like designed for the vertical layout and for you to draw these lines to create your own checklist in the boxes. But just doing it without the checklist, you can still make a little to-do list. You can make a gratitude list, of course. You can write in like a full thing, like treat it as a regular box, and you just writing on the lines like you would like any type of notebook page. So I wanted to give her that option, and I feel like that was just adding another layer of function to the spread as well. Okay, so once again, I was kind of looking at Tuesday, but I was like, she does have some white space on Tuesday too to put some things. But I'm like, girl, we still want to use this Bestie sticker. Okay, I do. I want to put it down, y'all. I want to put it down on her birthday, and I'm trying to figure out where it's going to work the best. And then I was like, oh, well, should I put it on Sunday? Would that work? I don't know. But then I did think that this Hello Spring would look really cute over here in the sidebar. And so we're going to put that, and then I'm going to trim off the little excess. Okay, and then let's figure out where we're going to place this, y'all. Okay, I just feel like it looks good on Sunday. It does look good on Sunday. I really want to put it on her birthday, though, which is Tuesday. But then I was like, oh, that Saturday spot was cute. And then I just feel like, honestly, Wednesday was just saying, I'm the easiest choice, but I don't know. I was just going back and forth with it in my head. Like, where can I place it? It needs to go on the spread though. I think it would be perfect. Okay. Perfect for the messaging. Okay. And then I love the colors too. And like the block style of the lettering of the whole, quote. I want to call it a quote, but yeah, Bestie is kind of like a quote, or a saying or phrase. Okay, so now y'all, I just decided, okay, well, while we think about it, let's make sure we don't need to add in anything else. And I am going through, if I would have had like a new her schedule or whatever, I could have used some of those appointment or schedule or the plan stickers. But I decided to go back in and add in another full box or quarter box, I should say. And put one of those down just to kind of give me a little bit more layering over here on Sunday, over this decorative box. I thought that would be nice. So we're going to place it over here on the side. And I feel like that's good. See, y'all see how that added in that, like, more functional space? Now we're going back to this Bestie sticker, y'all. When am I going to finally put it down and just say, you know what? It's going on the spread. Okay, because I was just trying to find the best spot for it. And I think the thing with Tuesday was I was thinking that it was going to take up too much of the white space, considering I wanted her to still be able to plan on that day. I still want you to be able to plan, Marina. So I'm trying to find the right space for you to make sure that it flows. And I'm flipping back through the sticker book to make sure that I'm not missing anything, okay, that I can use. That or something else that I could use that would be perfect. But then here's where I was just like, you know what, girl, put it down. Just put it down. She got a little white space by the balloon. She got a little white space underneath the box, and it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Okay, it's gonna be fine. I love it though, y'all. I love how bright and fun this spread is. So now, y'all, let's work on the birthday box. Okay, let's put in my birthday for Marina, and I thought a little birthday cake would be cute, so I decided to use the ones that was in this book. And I was thinking maybe like this teal color, just to kind of bring out some more of that color as well that we got going on. And I'm trying to find the spacing for it, or how I kind of want it to make sure it lays. And so I'm going to put it underneath the balloons, but like a little bit on top of the cake, so I can put some letters, or some alphas, I should say. And so I pulled out my fun alphabets from Happy Planner, and I remember that I had some of these like kind of bright colored letters, and I was hoping that I had an M and a Y. And I did, y'all. So we had that gold font, and then we also had this teal color. So I thought that would be cute. So I'm trying to get the spacing right so it kind of makes sense. And then I was like, oh, I used teal. Maybe I should use pink and use a different colored cake. so I can spread some of that color out. That's another tip too. Like when you're creating and stuff, y'all, spread your color out, okay? At least if you're not trying to go for that monotone look, spread the color out, and it really helps balance it to the eye. And so that's what I was trying to do here as well. And then I think I'm just gonna change up the cake color. So we'll pull that up. And then I was like, oh, do I want to use one of these Celebrate stickers as well? So I thought those were cute. I was like, oh, I can use that for my little message for her. So I chose this little teal one there, and I thought that was cute. Okay, so now that I got that, y'all see how that just kind of made it, pop a little bit. So I thought that was pretty. And then I was like, let me go into this Celebrate sticker book to make sure there's nothing else that I want to use. And I did see these banners, and it had some orange here, which I hadn't brought that orange layer to the spread, but I was like, I don't need another box that size. I think I need a box another size maybe. And then I saw these cakes, and I was like, ooh, they look more like birthday cakes, honestly. So I'm going to use this one, okay? And I just feel like it looks better to me. So I decided to use that little yellow cake, okay? And now I'm going to go through the sticker book to see if there's anything else that I might want to use. And I forgot that this book had like party hats and stuff. But y'all, I came across these washi strips, and I was like, girl, I want to use them. I want to use them. The extra in me was like, put them on the spread. Okay. And I just feel like washi, when you add the right pattern, okay, it, once again, very much like how I was mentioning, using different circle like shapes along with your boxes, it gives like a different thing to look at when you're looking at the spread, something else to admire, or how you paired or how you mixed the shapes and things like that. I feel like washi does that too. Okay, and the washi gives like another little pattern vibe that we got going on. So I decided to split a couple of like the preset boxes. I decided to split them, and then that could give her some like dividers to utilize the spaces, even more. She could put two things on Monday versus having one big space for it. And then she can actually put two things on Saturday too. I don't know if she would want to write around those balloons, but girl, you know me. If you my bestie, we use all our white space, baby. We will find a spot to put something. Like a to-do, where we're going, what we got going on, what we did, okay? And, something funny, a memory, can go there too. Okay, y'all, so I'm flipping through the sticker book because I'm like, where were those balloons? And I don't know why I kept thinking that they were in the Celebrate sticker book. They were not. They were in the Happy Hostess sticker book. Okay. So I was like, let me go back into the right sticker book. And then I saw that Celebrate sticker, and I was like, oh, girl, we could have used you. That would have been cute. But nah, I didn't have a spot to fill it, and I didn't want to, once again, jeopardize her white space. And this is what I was really looking for, this little confetti, because I feel like, what's a birthday without sprinkles and confetti? Okay? And these are probably more so sprinkles. And so I just decided to sprinkle them all throughout the spread, just little spaces all throughout, just to remind her we're celebrating. Yes, it's spring, but it's your birthday week as well. So I really hope she loves this spread. I adore it. I think the colors are really fun. I think the theme is really fun. And having a spring birthday, like, it's really cool. So I thought it was, you can use a bunch of colors because the color comes back. Okay, in the spring. I just thought it was a fun little spread, a fun look or to use. And so I was loving that. And now, y'all, I need to label that this spread is for March. Okay, so I'll go back into my essential dates and numbers sticker book to pull out one of these little March labels. This book is great for any of your undated planners, your undated planner needs. Okay, that sticker book works really. I use it, as y'all can see. And then I'm going through, this is the colorful boxes. This is the most recent one. I think it's essential colorful boxes or something like that. And then I wanted to pull out these bullet points. I remembered that this sticker book had these colors in it. So I was like, oh, for my sidebar, giving her like a little checklist over here too would be very helpful, especially for Tuesday if she feels like she needs some additional space for that. as well. So because I feel like all the other days kind of, she got some space to write. Tuesday being her birthday, she might want a little extra space or something like that, or create like a little list or something. Okay, Bessie, we have completed Marina's birthday spread. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope she loves it, and I hope she knows that I am so grateful to be her bestie. I'm going to write you a little note, Marina, down here. That's why I included the little celebrate sticker. So definitely look out for that. But y'all, this is it for the planner sesh. I want to thank you so much for watching, y'all. Comment below, like I said, and leave Marina some love, y'all. Leave her some birthday love below and just let her know that her bestie fam loves her. And I hope you love the spread, Marina. Bestie, let me know if you learned anything from the spread or if you love the spread. And if you want a custom spread from me, definitely see the link and shop my store below. And you know your bestie will get on it, girl. Okay, I will get on it. All right, y'all. That is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, okay? And be sure to share this with someone that you think would really enjoy it or could learn from it as well. And subscribe, Bestie. If you are new here, I would love to welcome you to our Bestie fam. All right, Bestie, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for always being super sweet, super kind. And I just want you to know I appreciate you. Thank you to all of my channel members and to all of my BFFs over at the BFF Connect. So until next time, I love you. Bye.